Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Homestead, Miami, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We are live on air tonight here for the Miami 200. Folks, qualifying has concluded, and it's official. Top of the board, Dylan Hoffman. Quick time in the 15 machine going to be starting. Front row inside. 133 laps here tonight at Homestead, Miami. Who's going to win it? We're going to find out here next. We appreciate you tuning in, spending your Thursday night right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. So it is grid time here. Let's get all gridded up, ready to roll. Get things lined up for you great fans at home. World's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're cutting no corners here tonight. Get them all gridded up. Let's find a good background song for you great fans at home, because we got the best tunes in the business here, folks. Hang on. Having some technical issues here. Working them out. Don't you worry, though, fans. I'm the master. I will get this taken care of. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your starting lineup for the Miami 200 Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series Hutchinson Motorsports TV. On the front row in the inside, the number 15 machine, Dylan Hoffman. 2 is outside, the number 9, Zach Kreitz. Row number 2 on the inside. In the number 30 machine, it's Josh Robinson. 2 is outside, the Gambling Man. The number 11, Tom Ogle. Row number 3 on the inside, the number 8, Josh Gratton. 2 is outside, the 5, Trey Jackson. Row number 4 on the inside. He's been junk all season long. Can he figure something out? It's the 36 car, Chad White. 2 is outside. He's been on a bit of a cold spell. It's time to turn it back up. It's the 23, Dylan Grimm. Row number 5 on the inside. In the Tire Pros 05 machine, it's the GOAT, Scott Rickard. 2 is outside, the 46, Jason Gratton. Row number 7 on the inside, the 21, Ross Tatum. To the outside, the 28, Josh Whitaker. Folks, if I haven't said your favorite driver, it's because they're slow and they're in the back. You'll have to take a look at the Hutchinson Motorsports TV scorecard to find out where they're at, because they are junk here in Miami. But there's your starting lineup here tonight. Let us know in the chat who you pulling for, who's going to win it. Should be a good one here tonight. 133 laps of nonstop Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series action coming up next here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. Hayden in the chat. No need to look it up. You are right, Hayden. We're the world's #1 streaming service. That's all you need to know, folks. Let us know if we got any audio issues. We're working on some problems. But the pace car is in. Green flag in the air. A good jump there by Hoffman on the inside. Can he hold on to the race lead? Heading into turn 1, rolling the bottom. He's going to maintain it. We got one off pace there. Looks like Trey Jackson losing some spots. The number 5, Trey Jackson, struggling here on the start. Went 3 wide there for a second. See what Mr. Jackson does here to get going. Let's hop on board with the number 5 machine of Trey Jackson here. Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view. Right now, Jackson running about 8th. Got the GOAT Scott Rickard right in front of him. Heading into turn 1 here for lap number 2. Trey Jackson trying to get to the front. But, folks, the start of the race, the most exciting battle on the field every single week. It's the Hutchinson Motorsports Battle for Last, and who else would have it than Magic Shoes? Mark Schrader running dead last. Let's hop on board with the slow junk number 10. There's actually a car behind him, but we're going to give it to Mark Schrader anyways, because I think he started in the pits. So Mark Schrader, he's putting around here. He might have a restrictor plate in that thing, because I tell you what, that 10 car is junk here tonight. So we go up in the field a little bit. The goat Scott Rickard in the 05 machine rolling the top there with the 11 of Tom Ogle, trying to go to the front. He says, Tom, move your slow junk piece of you-know-what out the way, and we're going to the front. Goes Rickard, the goat. He's struggling here in Homestead, Miami. As we go back out front, new race leader, Zach Kreitz, the number 9 machine. He's leading some laps for the first time of the season. Let's hop on board with your race leader, the number 9, Zach Kreitz. The Denver native rolling the bottom here at Homestead, Miami. These guys like rolling the top. Well, Zach Kreitz is a catfish. He's a bottom feeder. He is your race leader. Fastest lap of the session last time around by your race leader, Zach Kreitz, 33.41. He is bad fast. As we look through the field here, heading into lap number 5 here, the Miami 200 Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series action right here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, folks. Be sure click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page. Quit wasting your money on junk streaming services, because all you need, I tell you what, right now, folks, it's Hutchinson Motorsports TV right here on YouTube. We're going to show you our new camera angles called the Hutchinson Motorsports Wall Cam. These are patented camera angles, folks. Here they are. Time to crank it up. Listen up to these racers go around the speedway here at Homestead, Miami. We'll be back here for a short break as you listen in down trackside. As we return back here, Zach Kreitz, still your race leader out front, holding off Dylan Grimm, and here comes Grimm. Boy, I mentioned earlier he's been in a cold spell, which has been odd to see that 23 machine struggling here the last few weeks. But he is looking quick here at Homestead as he's running down your race leader. Let's hop on board with Dylan Grimm. The 23 machine of Dylan Grimm out of Fort Collins to the back bumper of your race leader, Zach Kreitz. And boy, does he get a big run there coming off the corner. Down to the bottom goes Grimm. Side-by-side battle for the race lead. Grimm into the corner. Slide job taking over the race lead. The 23 to the front. So new race leader out front as we drop back to the field. Mark Schrader still holding up the back here in that slow junk Red Bull number 10 machine. It's Magic Shoes. Mark Schrader dead last. Meanwhile, Nate Lynch, he's trying to get back there with Schrader. He says, Mark, come on, pick it up. I'm trying to race somebody. But he's running second to last. I tell you what, that 25 car, he's jumped here tonight. Then we got Ben Shepard right here in the slow number 69 machine. Boy, Ben Shepard, he has been struggling this year. Kind of junk here, not going to lie. As Ben Schrader currently running, Ben Shepard currently running 20th place. Speaking of slow junk, the number 36 machine, Chad White, let's hop on board. Currently running 10th here after starting in 7th. The 36 machine of Chad White trying to keep pace here. Meanwhile, Ross Tatum. New paint scheme in the form, but I tell you what, it's not very fast. Ross Tatum currently running 11th. The Coca-Cola 21 car is junk here in Miami. So we head back up front here. Your pole setter, Dylan Hoffman, currently running third here, the Asheboro, North Carolina native. Meanwhile, Tom Ogle going for the pass here, trying to take over the 5th spot. And he's going to make quick work out of the 8 car of Josh Gratton. So Tom Ogle, the top 5, the gambling man. Boy, I tell you what, it's Tom's favorite part of the year. The NCAA tournament. Nobody has more bets than Tom Ogle. I tell you what, last I checked, Tom had over 50 bets placed on this NCAA tournament. And folks, he's not winning very many of them. So we drop back here through the field. Meanwhile, Gavin Salyer, the ladies' man's brother, currently running like junk back in the 17th spot. Let's hop on board with that slow number 18 car. See what's going on. I don't even know if he's going full throttle down the straightaway. That thing's so slow. You're supposed to floor it, Gavin. Meanwhile, he's getting past, so he's dropping back even further. He might be battling with Mark Schrader here soon for dead last if he keeps it up. So we head back up front here. Towards the front anyways. Will Bustler currently running 12th. Not very fast here in Miami. The Virginia native, Will Bustler, number 1 machine. Needs to pick up the pace just a tad. Meanwhile, we're going to have a Gratton here for 6th. Jason Gratton running down his brother Josh. Let's hop on board with Jason Gratton. Boy, I tell you what, if I'm in that 46 car of Jason Gratton, I just take the left rear of that 8 car and I turn him. Blood or not, sometimes you just got to take him out. Rubbin's racing, boys. And here he goes, making a move to the inside. The Raptor number 46 car making a move on the number 8, his brother. Which Gratton is better here? Bumper to bumper down the front stretch. Heading into turn 1 here. Can Jason make a move for that 6th place position? Caution is out. Caution is out. Not sure what happened. Oh! They're junking it! Oh my, we're going to have to see this replay. Boy, I just got some stuff on the comms. They are not happy here at Homestead. Hang on. Let's get a better view. Tempers are flared here at Homestead. Well, here we go, down the front stretch. See what's going on. Uh-oh. Oh, he just jumped him. Aaron Hale just flat out dumped the 28 of Whitaker, and then he collects the 24, the 25, and the 69. Oh, my. He just flat out dumped him, folks. Aaron Hale, I think it was intentional. Definitely intentional. See this replay here, folks. Let's go to a better view. Let's go to the Hutchinson Motorsports far chase cam. Best far chase cam in the business. But here it is. Side by side. He says, you know what, Josh Whitaker, you're about to pass me? Well, not for long, because you're going for a ride. The Ford just goes straight up the track and junks him. Says, later, loser. That's how you dump a car. That right there is textbook maneuvers there by the 4 of Aaron Hale. Flat out junked him. And he is steer and clear. There goes the 4 of Aaron Hale. But here we go. It looks like Scott Rickard and Tom Ogle and Trey Jackson, as well as Andrew Hess, are the only ones that stayed out. Everybody else going down pit road. So we're going to get the Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing. Take a short break. We'll be back here shortly. Let us know in the chat what you thought of Aaron Hale junking the 28. As we return back here, we are about to go green. The front row there, they are sitting ducks, folks. The 05 of Rickard, the 11 of Ogle, they didn't get fresh tires. Most of the rest of the field did. But the pace car is in, field is set. Let's see how the strategy pays off. Green flag in the air, and a good jump there by the GOAT, Scott Rickard. He is your race leader. Meanwhile, the 23 of Dylan Grimm, believe he's your first car on fresh tires here. Let's see how quickly he works through the field as they are slicing and dicing through the field after our first caution here. We are back green, lap number 20 underway. The 23 of Grimm trying to take him 3 wide as he tries to work through the field. Meanwhile, Grimm up to the 6th spot here. They are 3 wide right in front of him. Going through the field here, Mark Schrader. Boy, I tell you what, that 10 car. You know, Mark is always in the battle for last, but he is doing something special here at Homestead, Miami. Thing is extra junk here tonight. Magic shoes, Mark Schrader. Well done. So back up front here, Dylan Hoffman up to the 3rd spot here, the number 15 machine. Trying to hold off the 23, folks. I tell you what, Dylan Grimm is in a rocket ship tonight. I would be shocked if he doesn't win this race. But we're going to see how it plays off here in the long run. As that 23 going to work here on the 15 of Hoffman. Last season's points champion, Josh Robinson, currently running 10th. Not gonna lie, Josh, if you're listening in, you're kind of junk here at Homestead, Miami, bub. The Canton, Ohio native, let's hop on board, see what's going on with the number 30 car. The Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view, the best cockpit view in the business. Boy, we cut no corners here, folks, because I tell you what, we even got a blimp up in the sky. Here it is, our eyes in the sky. The Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. Best blimp in the business, folks. And I tell you what, it's not really even a blimp. That is actually a satellite from outer space. We launched it last week. Just a few days ago, actually, whenever SpaceX went up to the International Space Station to save them astronauts, we told old Elon, hey, take this up there. Attach a little satellite up there with a camera. And here we are watching the race here at Homestead, Miami. The Hutchinson Motorsports satellite cam from outer space. Unbelievable, folks. Tell you what, I might even have to go up there and man this thing one of these days. Best view in the business. But let's go back trackside here. See what's going on as Josh Robinson's running in the back. Well, he's up to 8th. But your race leader, still the GOAT, Scott Rickard, in cruise control out front. He's got the old tires, but he says, you know what? They are oldies, but they are goodies. The 05 Scott Rickard still holding them off. Meanwhile, the battle for second still going on as Dylan Grimm is going to work on the 15 car of Dylan Hoffman. Bumper to bumper, a 3-car battle for the race lead. Rickard might just have to let him go here as they got the fresher tires. To the inside goes Hoffman. Grimm going to the outside, trying to make a move on Hoffman. Rickard going to hold on for now. These two duking out. They know it's essentially going to be the battle for the race lead here once they get around the 05 of Rickard because they both got the fresh tires. So Hoffman does not want to give an inch to Grimm. Hoffman going to the inside, looking to take over the race lead. He's going to take it over quite easily as the 15 becomes your new race leader. Right on his back bumper, though, it's the 23. Oh, and he clears himself. Rickard able to stay off him here. The 15 cleared himself on the 05's nose, but Hoffman able to hold on to the race lead, and that's going to give him the momentum he needs to hold off the 23 for another lap or so. Coming down the front stretch here, Dylan Hoffman, your race leader. Let's drop back to the field a little bit. The ladies' man's brother, Gavin Salyer, currently running 15. That 18 car Not very fast here tonight. The Richwood, Ohio native. Oh, the 77 just jumped himself. Caution is out. Oh, my. We saw that live, folks. Larry Griffin III thought he was clear. Larry, you weren't clear. Here's the replay. Let's get a little better view here. The Hutchinson Motorsports chopper cam. Best chopper cam in business. And we'll play this live. So there's the 77. The 54 Hess. Oh, no. Maybe the 54 just came down and junked him. Oh, yeah. I think the 54 of Andrew Hess just junked him. Probably intentional. Probably, honestly. Let's get a little better view here. Let's go to the Hutchinson Motorsports far chase cam. Best far chase cam in the business. As we go live here. Yeah, the 54 comes down, right hooks him, and junks him. And then he hits him one more time for good measure. Then he gets turned and smoked. Oh, my. The 36 of White into the wall. That's a tough call for White there. Here's what White sees. Oh, yeah. Not good news there for the 36 of Chad White. So we go back live here. Caution is out. Scott Rickard and Tom Ogle both going to come down pit road as they did last time around. But Dylan Graham is your race leader, apparently. Was able to get around the 15. So let's play the Hutchinson Motorsports TV music here. Let's find a good one for you great fans at home. Best music in the business. Here it is. Let us know in the chat what you think so far. Who's going to win it? Be sure to like, subscribe to the page. We'll be back shortly. As the field is set, your front row gonna be Grimm on the inside, Hoffman on the outside. Pace car is in. We are ready to roll. Green flag in the air here at Homestead, Miami. Good jump there by the 23 of Grimm. He's going straight to the top as Kreitz is right behind him and takes over the second spot. Not a good jump there by Hoffman on the outside line. Gonna have to remember that later. The outside line struggling here to get going here on these restarts. Side-by-side battle. Jason Gratton trying to hold off the 30 of Josh Robinson. Currently, Josh Robinson up to the 6th spot as he's working through the field. He heard me call him junk earlier. And here comes a 30 car Robinson. Rolling the top. He's figured it out here, folks. Let's hop on board as Josh Robinson is ripping the wall here. They can't. No Ohio native. The 8 throws a block on him. Robinson's committed to the top, though. The 32 trying to follow the line. That is Griffin Salyer. You guessed it, the ladies, man. Griffin Salyer out of Ohio. Currently running 7th. The ladies are going wild. Let's hop on board. The Mountain Dew 32 machine of Griffin Salyer. Running top 10 so far. Fastest lap of the session just turned by the GOAT. The 05 Scott Ricker just put down a 33.18. That is the fastest lap of the entire race so far. The GOAT. This is why he's the GOAT, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Rickard, he is flying here in Homestead, Miami. Rolling the bottom. Working through the field. Says, get out of my way, ladies, man. Right above him is the 32 of Salyer. Side by side down the backstretch, folks. This is a battle for 7th, and Rickard is going to take it over. Get a notepad, ladies and gentlemen, because the GOAT is in the building. As the 8 is throwing blocks on Robinson. I tell you what, that 8 of Josh Gratton is not a fan of the 30 car. Continues to block him. Says, you aren't passing me, loser. Rickard trying to figure out where to go. As he's got 2 Grattons and a Robinson in front of him as they're 3 wide. Rickard going to the bottom. These guys duking it out as the 30 of Robinson finally able to get underneath the 8. And he's going to take over the spot. So that moves Robinson up to the 5th spot. Meanwhile, Rickard going underneath the 8 car, going to take over 6th. So we head back up front here. Dylan Grimm, your race leader. He is in a rocket ship here tonight. He has got to be considered the car to beat here so far. Meanwhile, Dylan Hoffman taking back the 2nd spot here. Gets around Zach Kreitz. Tell you what, Zach Kreitz is one of the best short-run cars on the track. He's good for a few laps. Then he seems to fall off a little bit. We'll see if the 9 of Zach Kreitz can figure it out here. Meanwhile, fastest lap of the session just turned by the number 11, Tom Ogle, the gambling man. Boy, it must be tough for Tom to be racing here tonight. We know he's watching about 4 NCAA basketball games while he's racing. With all the bets going on, keep an eye on his DraftKings account. He's also on FanDuel, Underdog, Prize Picks, BetMGM, and I'm sure there's a couple more that I'm missing. I think he's on ESPN Bet as well. But the game in that time, currently in the 9th spot. So we're going to jump back up front here. Dylan Grimm out front by about 3/4 of a second. 2nd place, currently Dylan Hoffman. Hoffman's been up front every single week, it seems. Always a threat here in the Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series. So currently Rickard up to the 4th spot. That 05 is on the move right now. He's got the fresh tires and he's putting them to work. Let's hop on board. Rickard up to 3rd here. Now he's going to be going to work on the 15 machine of Dylan Hoffman. Does Rickard have something for Grimm up front? So we're going to pull up our patented Hutchinson Motorsports TV pit strategy board, the best pit strategy board in the business. So you see there, Scott Rickard's got 11 laps on his tires. Most of the field has 23 on their tires. So he's got 12 lap fresher tires on that 05 machine, and boy, is he showing it. Currently your hard charger here, Griffin Salyer, the ladies' man. He's passed 13 cars since the start of this race as he's duking it out with his brother. The 18 of Gavin, the 32 of Griffin. Which Salyer's going to win the battle? We're on board with Gavin Salyer, the ladies' man's brother, and that's him right in front. There in the 32 machine, it's none other than the ladies' man, Griffin Salyer, right in front of his brother. I tell you what, though, folks, it's got to be tempting if you're in that 18 car. Go into the corner a little bit deeper and just smoke that back bumper of the 32. If you turn them, you turn them. It is what it is, folks. We're racing here at the Miami 200. Meanwhile, Tom Ogle side by side there with the 9 is Zach Kreitz making the pass, taking over the 6th position. As we drop to the back, the battle for last isn't much of a battle as the 10 car of Mark Schrader Magic Shoes is controlling the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for last. Ross Tatum, he's rose to mediocrity here tonight, currently running 12th. He is a mid-packer here at the Miami 200. Couple spots ahead of him in the 11th position, Will Bustler in the number 1 machine out of Virginia. And then we got the 10th place car here of Gavin Salyer trying to figure out a way around his little brother. And then the ladies have been asking in the chat, well, here he is, ladies. Let's hop on board with your man, Griffin Salyer. Currently he's running 9th, but he's trying to make a move to get to the front here. Lap number 46 coming up here shortly out of 133 at Homestead, Miami. And back up front here, we got a battle for the race lead. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, is on the back bumper of Dylan Graham. He's got the fresher tires, and he's putting them to work. To the inside is the 05 of Rickard, looking to make a move for the race lead. Graham is rolling the top here, trying to hold on as they go on to the back stretch here. Bumper to bumper for the race lead. When is Rickard going to make his move as they cross the start-finish line? The 05 looking to get a run there on the 23. He's going to roll the top here for a lap. Coming out of turn 2, the 23 of Graham going to the top, blocking the line of the 05. Rickard to the inside. Side by side heading into turn 3. Rickard looks to have the momentum. Is he going to clear him? Looking to clear him here as he comes out of turn 4. New race leader, Scott Rickard, the GOAT, back out front. The gambling man, Tom Ogle, out there on his fresh tires, currently up to the 6th position here, as he's going to work here on the 15 car of Dylan Hoffman. Trackside will be listening to the sounds of the speedway. Here are your racers. We'll be back here for a quick break, but don't you worry, you're not going to miss a lap. Stay tuned here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, only 200. As we return back out of nowhere, the 23 of Dylan Grimm has figured it out with his older tires. He's taking back the race lead. Out of turn 4, they're still side by side. Rickard doesn't want to give it up. He's going to hold on for now. It looked like Grimm was going to clear him there, but he was unable to do so. So Rickard's going to roll the top, trying to side draft that 23 machine. Coming out of the corner, side by side onto the backstretch here. Lap number 54 underway. This is a battle for the race lead. Out of 4, looks like Rickard in the 05 is going to hold on for now as he crosses the start-finish line as your race leader. Josh Robinson up to the 3rd position there in the number 30 machine. So as they continue to battle for the race lead, we'll drop back a little bit. Tom Ogle currently still in the 6th position. Going back a little bit further, Will Bessler up to 9th as he starts to pick it up. The ladies' man's brother, Gavin Salyer, dropped back to the 14th position. Might have burned up his tires. Aaron Hale there in the 4 car looking to make a move as he cleanly passes the 18 car. And the battle for last is still here in the hands of the 10 car, Mark Schrader. He's got some wrecked cars behind him, but that's not the criteria of the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for last. Magic shoes, Mark Schrader. So back up front here, the GOAT, Scott Rickard, still your race leader. Right behind him, the 23. Dylan Grimm. See what else is going on through the field here. Not too many big battles. We got a little bit of a battle here. The 1 and the 5 duking it out here. This is a battle for the 9th position. That's Will Bessler on the outside, looking to get around the 5 of Trey Jackson, and he looks like he's going to take the spot here. As we jump back out front here, Rickard and Clean Air still looking good as your race leader. Almost a half a second lead. As Ogle gets loose coming off the corner. Nate Lynch in the 25. Earlier he was looking like junk, but he's figured something out. Currently he's up to the 12th spot. Let's hop on board with the 25, Nate Lynch. The Manchester, Iowan, Nate Lynch. Earlier he was betting on college cornhole. Boy, his life has really gone in a downward spiral. Before that, folks, I thought it was bad. He was betting on ladies bowling. I said, man, it doesn't get much worse than that. Next thing I see, he's watching college cornhole action, and he's got all kinds of money on it. I never did find out if he won that bet, though. By how much he was sweating, I'm guessing he didn't win any of those bets. Speaking of not winning any of the bets, Tom Ogle still in the 6th spot. As we look to the field, how about Brian Lynch in the number 24? He's got a new paint scheme here for the Miami 200. The paint scheme might look good, Brian, but I think you forgot to bring the speed. Because that 24 car, say it with me, folks, is junk here tonight. Currently running 16th. So we jump back up front here. Race leader Scott Rickard unable to pull away from that 23. Has a 12-lap fresher tires, but Dylan Grimm keeping them in his sights. Rickard's enjoying the tire advantage while he has it. Because I tell you what, when these guys have to pit, Scott might be in trouble. Meanwhile, Ross Tatum in the 21, he heard me call him mediocre earlier, and he is charging through the field up to 7th. Let's hop on board with the 21 of Ross Tatum. Back up front, battle for the race lead is underway. Scott Rickard unable to hold him off. Dylan Grimm taking back the race lead on the older tires. How about this, folks? I tell you what, that 23 is hooked up here at Miami. He is most definitely the car to beat tonight. And we drop back here, Gavin Salyer, all the way back to 15. That 18 is struggling. Boy, he slowed down so much, he's even got the 24, Brian Lynch, about to pass him. Let's hop on board with Brian Lynch, folks. This is going to be a battle for 15th. This is the big one, folks. Who wants the top 15 more? Is it going to be the 24 of Brian Lynch, or does the 18 of Gavin Salyer want the top 15 spot? As Salyer gets into the wall, he has junked his tires. So we go back up front here. Josh Robinson currently running fourth, trying to get around that 46 machine in a battle for third place. Boy, it's good to see Jason Gratton out front. He has struggled this season. Tell you what, that 46 car has been junked most of the year. But he's looking pretty good here at Homestead, Miami. Jason Gratton, his best run of the year, it's looking like. Which is a good segue, folks, here. Let's pull in our Stars and Stripes playoff race standings. See here, pull them up for you. Great fans at home. Here they are. Your points leader, Dylan Hoffman. Dylan Grimm right behind him. Then we got Ross Tatum and Josh Robinson. All four of those guys have locked themselves into the playoffs. The top 12 make the playoffs here. So the cut line between Josh Gratton in 12th and William Duff in 13th. Pretty big difference there. That is an 18-point difference on the cut line. So there's your playoff picture. Take it off. Next week we're going to be back March 27th, the Badger 120. I don't even know where that's at. We'll find out next week, folks. But Josh Robinson currently running in the fourth spot. Meanwhile, Dylan Grimm, he's starting to pull away here. Over a half a second lead. Josh Gratton continues to fall here, down in the 12th spot. He is limping to try to get to this next pit stop, which should be happening here shortly, I would think. Currently, Tom Ogle up to the 5th spot here as he goes to work on Josh Robinson there in the 30. Remember, Ogle has the fresher tires, about 12 laps fresher. But he has finally worked himself up to the top 5. And we got William Duff, the 4th here, in the number 17 car. I don't need to get a quick snip of his car here, folks, so excuse me. One moment. Got to fix our timing and scoring. For some reason, he is the only one that doesn't have his custom font. I need to get another one. It is not wanting to get it here, folks. Hang on. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. This is live action here, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. We're doing things. You're catching it live. This is how we do it here, folks. There we go. That's much better. So we get that. Then we're going to go back live, see what's going on. Back out front here, Dylan Grimm, your race leader. Rickard's starting to reel him in a little bit. Race lead down to 0.4 of a second. Lap number 71 out of 133 here tonight. Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series right here. Homestead, Miami. It's the Miami 200 on the world's #1 streaming service. Where else would you rather see this action, folks? I'll tell you where. The answer is nowhere. So we're staying tuned here on your race leader, Dylan Grimm, as he continues to hold off the 05 of Scott Rickard. As I continue to work on some graphic things here, folks, let's look through the field, see what's going on. As Grimm continues to command onto this race lead, you know what, let's crank it up. Go back to the Hutchinson Motorsports wall cams. Get you back down track side as we'll be back here shortly, folks. Listen in to the sounds of the Speedway. Miami 200. And we're back here as Tom Ogle continues to charge to the field, currently in the 6th spot, as Trey Jackson is charging all the way up to 5th here. That 5 car is hooked up here, the Nationwide 5 machine. Trey Jackson out of Mayo, Florida. Liking his chances here tonight. Lap number 76 out of 133. We're over halfway done, folks. Curious to see whenever our pit cycle is going to start here. I believe we fixed William Duff's graphical issue here, folks. Well, partially. It's not fixed here, but it is fixed on the ticker. But your race leader, still Dylan Grimm out front. Looking on our ticker here, should be coming up here shortly. The 17 of Duff, yeah, well, nope, it is still messed up. It'll eventually kick in. Sometimes it takes a while. But Trey Jackson currently up to 5th here. Let's see what else is going on to the field. Andrew Hess, the New Lenox, Illinois native, in the 54 machine. Currently running 18th. Oh, we got one pitting here. Will Bustler's going to be the first car here to start the pit cycle. So here comes the one of Bustler. He couldn't handle it anymore. He says, I'm pitting, boys. So it's going to be interesting to see new race leader here, Scott Rickard, getting around the 23 of Grimm. You know, Rickard has the fresher tires. So it's really going to be interesting to see what he decides to do. My guess is he's going to stay out there a while. So he'll have the tire advantage at the end of this race. But you don't want to stay out there too long because there is a big difference here. Because Rickard's last lap around the speedway was about 1.1 seconds slower than his quick time. So you're going to be about a second off pace here once the cars elect to pit. But Bustler's still the only car to pit here so far. As the battle for the race lead continues. Here comes Dylan Grimm, the 23. He's going to elect to pit a little early. See how this plays out. Dylan Grimm, we know he's in a rocket ship tonight. Coming down pit road, he's the second car to pit. Rickard in the past, though, he seems to stay out there long on these green flag stops. So my guess is with them fresher tires, he's going to do the same here. At least stay out there an extra 5 or 10 laps. As Rickard's going to work on the 77, looking to put him a lap down. Grimm off pit road here. He is down a lap. So you do lose a lap pitting under green. As Rickard clears the 77. Brian Lynch down pit lane. That slow junk number 24 car. Going down to get some tire. Looks like we got some more coming into pit. I think the 15 of Dylan Hoffman's coming in. He went down the bottom there pretty quick, and here he comes. 15 of Hoffman down pit road. Right in front of him, Ross Tatum as well. So Tatum and Hoffman down pit road, and here comes Aaron Hale, who junked a guy earlier. There's Aaron Hale. There he is. If you remember, folks, he junked the 28 of Josh Whitaker earlier. Probably intentionally. He was well done, though. They say the first thing you need to learn as a stock car driver is how to wreck somebody without wrecking yourself. And Aaron Hale can mark that checkbox because he did one hell of a job. The gambling man, Tom Ogle, coming down pit road. So our green flag pit cycles continue as Scott Rickard out front by 2.5 seconds on Jason Gratton. Well, if you're Scott Rickard, when do you come down pit road? Bunch of them down pit road here. So Ogle, Gratton, and both Salyers on pit road right now, as well as Kreitz, Trey Jackson entering this time around. So most our field has come down pit road. But our race leader, Scott Rickard, he's known as the GOAT around these parts, is still out there. Wheeling and dealing. Can Rickard get the job done and win it here at Homestead, Miami? Tell you what, though, it's going to be tough to beat that 23 car once he gets those fresh tires. So we're here on lap 86. That means there's about 47, 48 laps left. If you're Rickard, I don't know how long you stay out there. I'd want to come in by about 90 if I'm Rickard. Probably before then. Rickard, see if he wants to come down pit road this time around. Here comes your race leader, Scott Rickard, down pit road. So he's going to give up the race lead. Right behind him, Jason Gratton in as well. The 25 and 8 Lynch coming down pit road. So that's going to make the 17 your race leader here, folks. William Duff, the fourth. He says, I'm staying out of here, boys. I'm going to lead a lap. So William Duff, the fourth out front, new race leader. Well done, William. Sometimes when you can't beat them, you just stay out there longer. Can't blame them, folks. I would definitely do the same. I'm trying to... Oh, hang on. I think I found out why William Duff's number didn't fix. Well, I'm a technical wizard. You're about to be mind blown, folks. Look at that number 17 graphic. Hang on. It takes a minute. Give me 1 minute. This is gonna be magical once this works. Clear that out. But he's down pit road, by the way. So there you go. You see the 17 William Duff. He's got the number graphic. It's not fixed on the tower, but it is on the ticker. So Dylan Grimm, your new race leader. Remember, Grimm did pit before the 05 of Rickard. So we're going to see where this pit cycle takes Scott Rickard out as he gets going here. He's currently 7 seconds behind Dylan Grimm. I don't know if he'll be able to make up that much ground. A few, 10 laps or so tire advantage. Going to be tough to make up 7 seconds. Andrew Hess currently in second. Let's pull up your pit strategy board. As you see, Andrew Hess and Mark Schrader both have not pit, and they're still not even in the lead. Mark Schrader heard me call him junk earlier. He says, you know what? I'll stay out there until I'm out of gas. Currently up to the third position, Mark Schrader. It's Magic Shoes. In the 10 machine, Mark Schrader. Fastest lap of the session just turned here by the 9 of Zach Kreitz, 33.09 for Kreitz. As we jump back out front here, Dylan Grimm all on his own. Well, since our green flag stop has started, we're going to take a quick break, but don't you worry. We're going to stay side by side here. You're not going to miss a lap. We're going to get the Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing here in the background because we got the best music in the business. I'll be back shortly here. Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series Hutchinson Motorsports TV finish going to be coming up here shortly. As we return back from break here, lap 107 underway. We got just about 25 laps left to go here for the Miami 200. Currently, Dylan Grimm out front as your race leader. He's got about a 4.5 second lead on Rickard. Rickard has a slightly fresher tires, but I'm not sure it's much of an advantage, as that race lead not dropping much here lately. So Rickard sitting in the second spot. In third place, we got the 21 car, Ross Tatum, trying to hold off Jason Gratton, who is charging through the field. Right on the back bumper in a battle for third. Let's hop on board with that 46 car of Jason Gratton. Good to see Jason running well here tonight. Been a bit of a struggle this season for him. Much faster here at Homestead, Miami, though. And right behind him in the fifth spot, Tom Ogle, wrapping up your top five. Then right behind him, about a second and a half, Josh Robinson in sixth. Trey Jackson in seventh, Dylan Hoffman eighth, Zach Kreitz ninth, and Will Bustler rounding out the top 10 and 10th. So there's your top 10 here tonight. Back up front, race leader Dylan Grimm still got about a 4.7 second advantage. His race to win. Getting down to the nitty gritty here, we should be good to go on fuel. Not too many battles on the speedway right now. Except this one right here, Griffin Salyer. This is a battle for 13th. The ladies, man, if you can't beat them, join them. He's running right there in the back, trying to make some moves. Right in front of him, that slow junk 77 DeWalt car. Boy, the 8 of Josh Gratton had a good start to this race. He has struggled later on. That's really the only battle on the track right now, folks. Next closest one is right here, which Jason Gratton gets around the 21 of Ross Tatum, taking over the third spot. So your race leader, Dylan Grimm, still a 4.5 second lead. Unless there's a caution, I think he's just about won this one. So we're checking the chat here, all kinds of comments we missed earlier. Let's see what's going on. Our great fans, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. Where else would you rather see racing? So we're looking through here, see what we're missing. All kinds of stuff. We got Hayden in the chat. Hayden, one of the biggest Hutchinson Motorsports TV fans. Don't worry, Hayden. We're going to send you some Hutchinson Motorsports TV merch. We got Kane Lewis in the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to click that like button on the video. Subscribe to the page. Todd Gratton in the chat. How you doing, Todd? Let us know. All of you great fans. You know, we're broadcasting worldwide in front of millions and millions. Over 100 countries tuned in right now. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service, folks. It's a 100% factual statement. Get rid of all your other streaming services. They are junk. You're wasting your money. All you need right here. World's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Be sure, like, and subscribe to the page. So we're looking through the field here, see what else is going on. We got a little bit of a battle here. Griffin Salyer duking it out here with Aaron Hale. This is going to be a battle for the 13th spot. Ross Tatum trying to hold on to that fourth spot. In front of him, we got Jason Gratton. A bit of a gap here between these guys. Scott Rickard, race lead, slowly trickling down to 4.2 seconds, but it's too little too late, it seems like, unless there is a mistake made by Dylan Grimm out front. Side by side, this is a battle for 14. Josh Gratton trying to hold off Brian Lynch. Less than 20 to go here, folks. We had a couple early cautions, but it's been clean and it's been green ever since. The Miami 200 had a little bit of a pit strategy playoff there with some green flag stops. The Hillsboro Missourian holding on for now to that 14th spot. As we jump up front here, race lead not changing much, still about 4.5 seconds. This is the best battle on the track right now, folks. This battle for 14, Josh Gratton holding off the Hooters car. Oh, we got one down to the apron. That's the ladies' man, Griffin Salyer. Down to the apron he goes. He's going to lose a couple spots. Let's hop on board with the 32 car of Griffin Salyer. See if he can figure it out after getting loose and going down onto the apron there last time around. We're going to stay tuned right here. This is our best action on the track right now. Everybody's pretty well spaced out other than these guys. That is the 32 of Salyer. Continues to tear the wall down here. Josh Gratton losing control here as well. That 8 car, he must have burned his tires up. Gratton trying to hold on to his 14th position. Brian Lynch reeling him in. Says, come here, loser. I'm taking that spot. So Griffin Salyer now going to work on the 77. That is a lap car. So we got a lap car, the 77 in front of the 32. Salyer currently in the 13th spot. Just about 12 laps left to go. Dylan Grimm out front by 4.5 seconds. If you're Grimm, you're just hoping this thing stays green. He's been the car to beat all night long. Trying to bring this one home. The 8 of Gratton gets loose coming off the corner, trying to make a move on that 32 of Salyer. And unfortunately, he's going to lose a spot doing so as Brian Lynch goes to the outside. So that's going to move Brian Lynch up to the 14th spot. Griffin Salyer in 13th. Josh Gratton dropping back to the 15th position. Race lead hasn't changed much. Rickard, now he's kind of gone into defense mode. He's going to try and make sure he holds off that 46 of Jason Gratton. As Jason Gratton starts to reel in Scott Rickard in this battle for second place. A big shout out to the ladies' man's brother, the 18 car. Here he is, Gavin Salyer. The shout out, folks, it's not for being fast either, because Gavin Salyer all the way back in the 16th position. Say it with me, folks. That car is junk. Gavin Salyer trying to bring this one home. Top 20 run for him. Not sure if he's happy about that. I wouldn't be. And here he is, his brother going down the apron again. Boy, Brian Lynch picking him off one by one. Oh! up, almost junks the 54. Oh my, that was scary. These guys are 3 wide in the back. 3 wide for last, basically, folks. Griffin Salyer putting on a show back here, trying to junk some race cars. That's the 10-car Mark Schrader making some moves. He is down a lap, though. But boy, is he entertaining. That's why they call him Magic Shoes Mark Schrader. So meanwhile, Griffin Salyer here, trying to get back to that 54, see if he can finish the job and junk him. Brian Lynch up to the 13th spot. How about that Hooters car? Brian Lynch looking for a new sponsor. Hooters went bankrupt. They're 3 wide back here for about 15th place, folks. Nothing to see here. Oh, look out, the 54 into the wall. Is he able to keep it rolling, or are we going to get a caution? I think we're still rolling. The 54 loses it off the corner, overcorrects, and junks it. But we're still green. And, folks, that was right in front of your race leader. That's Dylan Graham. That is not what he wanted to see. But, thankfully, it's still green. Little bit of a scary moment here for your race leader. 54 ahead, got loose coming off the corner. Overcorrects it, goes head first into the wall. 6 laps left to go. We are still green. Here at the Miami 200. Race lead currently down to 3.5 seconds. Rickard's starting to reel him in a little bit, but still not enough. So Rickard here in second. Then we got Jason Gratton in third, right behind him. Ross Tatum fourth. Tom Ogle fifth. Dylan Hoffman sixth, followed by Josh Robinson, Trey Jackson, Zach Kreitz, and how about Nate Lynch rounding out your top 10? Good run here by the Bitcoin number 25 machine, Nate Lynch. They're paying him in Bitcoin, folks. A currency made from absolutely nothing. Basically paying them with thin air. So back to your race lead here. Dylan Grimm in the 23 car. 3.5 plus second lead. 4 laps left to go. Just a handful of laps left to go for him. These guys still duking it out as the 8 is pushing Brian Lynch down the straightaway in a battle for 13th. Josh Gratton out of Hillsboro, Missouri. He says, you know what? If you can't beat him, junk him. The 8, what's he going to do? Bumper to bumper down the backstretch. Brian Lynch trying to hang on to that coveted number 13 position. Can he do it? I don't know. All I know is your race leader, Dylan Grimm, though, feeling good out front. Let's hop on board as he's going down the front stretch. Front of these great fans, Flagman gives the 2 laps left to go sign. Just a handful of corners left to go for the 23 of Dylan Grimm to park that thing back in victory lane. It's been a bit of a cold spell here the last few weeks, but Dylan Grimm had race-winning speed all night long, looking to get the job done here with just a couple more corners left to go. White flag in the air for your race leader, Dylan Grimm. Last time around the speedway. Grimm for the final time, heading into turns 1 and 2. Race leader by about 3.7 seconds. He's going to have to junk that thing not to win it. Into turn 3 for the final time. The 23, Dylan Grimm. After a tough last few weeks, Grimm gets the job done. Coming to turn 4. Clear skies ahead. Checker flag in hand. Dylan Grimm wins the Miami 200. So Grimm taking home the win. The GOAT, Scott Rickard in second, followed by Grattan Tatum and Ogle to round out your top five here at the Homestead Miami 200. So we're going to wait for the 23 of Grimm to hop in a channel so we can do a quick interview. We're waiting for him, folks. We'll wait a couple minutes. Not even a couple minutes. Might wait 1 minute. But we're checking him out. The Fort Collins native. Dylan Grimm gets the job done here in Miami. Rolling down the front stretch. We're going to watch him do a burnout here. Appreciate you tuning in, folks. Be sure to click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. Best in the business. Well, your race leader, Dylan Grimm. Race winner. Not seeing him in the chat. I don't think he's joining, folks. So we're going to go ahead and end it here. We appreciate you tuning in. Be sure, come on back. I think Tuesday night we're going to be back for the 150 Cup Series. If you're interested in joining that, head on over to discord.gg/5150. Till next time, no, I'm the GOAT, Blake Hutchinson.